Hello, and welcome to, let me turn this down real quick. Okay, audio. Let's drop it by one real quick. Okay, so I don't want it too low because then you guys might not be able to hear it, but the music's pretty cool. Welcome to Frostpunk, a survival colony simulator in a way, and it's very, very entertaining. I've been playing it a little bit, dipping my toes in, seeing how it is. I streamed a little bit of it on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/geoslow1, and on there I played for a bit, and then I played a little bit off stream in that same scenario because it was really late at night and I didn't want to turn on the stream, and I ended up not making it. So luckily there's a bunch of different scenarios that you can play in this game, and I want to finish the first scenario before I move on to the next scenarios. And luckily the scenarios aren't like, it's not like a oxygen not included kind of thing where you can just go on forever. There's actually like a finish goal, so it's kind of cool. So it's kind of story driven and survival oriented, and it's very, very cold in the game. So I'm gonna hit start, and when the opening cinematic goes, I'm gonna let that play while I'm quiet, and then we'll get into it. All right.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow, and with it, our last traces of humanity.
Oh boy.
We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Oh boy. Okay, so here we go, into the first day. I'm really excited to get back into this. I'm going to take my time too to make sure I don't make any mistakes along the way, and we'll see how far we can make it. A new home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we must expect the worst now, that the world has, as we know it, has crumbled. We have to survive. I love the steampunk aesthetic and the way that it is, as you will see as we go on, the city grows circularly around the generator. We need to get the generator working. Provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Okay. So, to start, let's add 10 people to a wood pile, 10 people to a coal pile, and maybe let's add another 10 to that coal pile. Or, sorry, 15. So there's 15 people out and about, ready to go. And we're already getting supplies, which is good because we need to build tents. So I am just going to go around in a circle and build as many tents as I can. Let's go ahead and add people to some steel as well. I don't mind doing that. And then, just to get another max out, let's get some 5 people out of that coal pile. So, this pile over here, I'm going to leave dormant. There's 60, 120, and 120 for all of that. I'm going to put a gathering post over here eventually, and it's going to be really good. So, I'm going to let this go for a bit and let us get some wood crates and stuff. Real quick, right here, work time. It's between 8 and 1800, which at the moment I'm not remembering what it is. I think it's 5 or 6. And then they have at night, anybody else that isn't working builds. And then during their free time, and as well as eating and stuff. So let's see, what else can we build? We need medical posts eventually. No one's sick yet, but we will need it. We'll need a cookhouse and a hunter's hut to get food. Here's a gathering post right here. And we got tech, which is the workshop. So, real quickly, I'm going to try to finish building all of these. Actually, you know what? Just because I can, I'm actually going to build a hunter's hut right out here. A little further out from the city walls, because I can. And then, yeah. Let's just fast forward a little bit through the day. Here we go. What's going on here? Workers are needed. There's so much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work. All right, let's open a book of laws. All right, so this is telling us to talk about child labor or child shelters. In my previous one, I went to child shelters, which opened up the option to do medical apprentices or engineer apprentices. By doing that, we get the child shelter. Hope rises, providing all children with a place in the children's center is a permanent hope bonus. Now, hope is very important in this game. There's hope and there's discontent. Now, in the meantime, we won't have enough people to do jobs, but in the long term, having the ability to have them in child shelters is good. Whereas over here, hope will fall. Child workers can be injured in accidents, but children can work in safe workplaces, such as cook houses, hot houses, and other gathering professions, I think. But they won't be able to work in like the coal mine or sawmill, stuff like that, until I can unlock that over there. But if I go child shelters, I can get the apprentices, which will improve the it'll improve the efficiency of maybe the medical. Maybe I'll do medical this time, because I did engineer last time, but let's go ahead and do child shelters. We won't sit and beat around the bush. So there we go. There is a hope increase. And here's child shelters. I just need wood to do it. So I'm going to turn this on, because we now have heat. And I need to stockpile coal to 200. So I'm almost there, because I have a lot of people working on that. So there we go. Fight the cold. Now we need food. So I'm building this, which is good. And I'll need to build a cookhouse eventually. Which, if I go to food, let's build a cookhouse right here. I'm going to build all the business, the places of work a little further out from there. so that I have more room for houses close to the generator. Because I don't want people to go cold by living too far out, especially when I only am level 1 in my heating. So you can see right now what this is heating. It's heating pretty much the center circle, and then these look like they're livable and comfortable, which is good. So I think I'll be able to have 2 layers fairly nice, and then after that I'll have to work figure out something else. So it is now free time, and I want to make sure that I build one more tent. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 tents. Okay. Gotta pause real quick. I need to remove 15 people from there and add it to the hunter's hut. I need more people there. And as well, I'm going to remove 5 people off of there and move them to the cookhouse. Next, I need to build a workshop, a beacon, and find survivors from our expedition. And also I need to build the child center. So I will do that the next day. Discontent is very low and hope is over the middle, which 2 main objectives are fulfilled and a desirable law. So there are some laws that'll be like a little bit like, don't like that as much, but we have to. And there's lack of shelter, so there's a little bit of discontent. Some people will just have to live right next to the generator. It's still going to be cold, but at least they're in warmth. And now 1 person is sick. So I will need to build... That's not what I wanted. Okay, let's exit out of there. Let's just get rid of all of these. I kind of know what's going on, and I'll explain it to you guys as we go. So yeah, we have 80 people, and we need more to work. So I have a good idea of what I'm going to do here in a second. These guys are going to get to work, and I'm going to build some gathering posts. So first I'm going to build a road out from the generator right to here. Boom. And then it's still free time, but they'll build that pretty fast. Day and night cycle. Yep. Okay. Oh, we get another law. Okay, let's get this going already. I think to make food go a little longer, I'm going to start off with soup just right away. Let's get soup going, because hope will fall a little bit and discontent will rise, and eating soup will cause discontent. Well, you know what? What's the rush? We don't need to right now. We don't have many people, so we're going to be fine on food. So instead, I'm going to add medical apprentices to the list. Education is the key to our future. Let's teach our children medicine so they can help with the sick. Children from child centers will help at medical facilities, raising their efficiency. So I'm going to sign that into the law right now. And as soon as I can get this wood to be fulfilled a little better, let's get going, guys. Work is going to start here in a minute. Get people to work. Okay. So my idea is I want to build a medical post. So I need 25 wood. So we have 3 people sick, so I really need to get that going. We're fine on coal generation, so honestly, like, there's no one at that one, but there's 15 out there. That's fine. There's no one out at these, which is good as well. Okay, I can make a medical post. Let's do this before we get too many sick. I feel like I want to get 2 medical posts in close. I'll start with 1, but I'll leave room for a second. I'll get that built. And also, I want to get a gathering post. So I need 5 steel. I have more than enough steel. I need wood. And yeah, so let's move these people off of there. And let's move 5 engineers there and 5 workers to get more wood. because I'd like to get more wood. And then let's build a gathering post right here. That'll hit all 3 of these areas, and that'll be really good. And then I'm also, you know what? Let's keep going. I'm gonna get a little more wood and see what happens by the end of the workday here. Okay, I can build 2 more tents. Okay, a lot of them are just children, so I need to build that, I will provide shelter for everyone, and I need to do that in 2 days, essentially. I'm gonna finish that tomorrow. Captain, we are facing demands. Remember this, people usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. Understood. That's why I went for the child shelter over the other stuff. So yeah, anyways. Now that 5 people are working here, and it's in a comfortable position inside the inner circle, it'll be quicker to heal people because it's warmer out. Okay. We got our hunters leaving for the night. Discontent is very low, which is good, and all 3 people are in the medical tent being treated. Oh, that's good as well. Let's get these 10 people off of there. And let's add 10 people there. Let's also add 10 more people to that coal pile. Okay. Okay, we survived another night. It's 5 a.m. Okay, another thing I'll show real quick. Over here, day 3. Day 4, there's going to be a drop in temperature, and it'll be harder to heat everything. So I'll need to get a workshop up soon as well. So let's get going. There are really only 8 left, and there's no wood left here. So honestly, it's just wood. That might have been actually a bad idea. Let's discontinue that. Let's add 10 there. And then let's... I'm still fine with building the road out there, but yeah, let's forward the time a little bit. People are going to work. Okay. Now, resources, gathering post will need to be put right here. And then a road will have to come out from here. Alright, let's keep going. Let's add 5 people. Okay. I'll work that right now. There's only 8 things here. There's 8 steel left. There's not much, so I shouldn't have got so hasty and built that. It was kind of a waste of time. So, a lot of this is working. There's 3 absences from sick. There's 5 people total sick. Alright, I need to get more wood. That is just a huge priority. I'm going to build a child shelter, because that'll get rid of pretty much everyone else, I think. So, let me get the rest of that wood. Is it 20 or 25? I don't remember. 20. Okay, perfect. I'm going to build the child shelter out here a little bit because it has a higher heating capacity. So it'll be fine further out, just like these are fine further out. Okay. We have way more than enough of that. So let's get rid of that and get them building there, as well as... Boom. There is... That should be finished shortly. I'll unpause it because I was pausing it for that. Hopefully everything else will be fixed or built up here in a second. And then we'll get 120 wood, another 120, and 60 steel. Another book of law. Okay. So. Wow. I kind of feel like I'm ahead of the curve right now. No one is gravely ill, which is great. We also don't really need to worry about this at the moment, but maybe I will do food additives. I'll just show you this so you know. You add sawdust to meals. It'll fill them more, and it won't necessarily be tasty, and also they can fall ill from eating it. Discontent will rise and hope will fall. So either way, it's not good. Maybe I'll start off with a fighting arena. I don't need to worry about food right now, like I said. You will have to build a fighting arena. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to sign that into law. That's a good idea. Okay, that's going. Child are cared for, so that's good. Hope rose. Okay. I also should build maybe... Okay, I need a little more wood. I don't have enough. Okay, I should be able to still pass that law. Let's get 10 people out there at that gathering post. That'll be good. Let's get 5. Let's get 5 people out there. And then let's just get the rest of this. So there's a coal pile out there and a steel pile here. There's not much. There's 2 coal piles out here, so I might put a gathering post out there. Or I might just have people... I probably will, because I want it to be a little warmer out there. So it's insulated, but unfortunately it's going to get cold here in the next day. So I'm going to forward it through the night. Get us to 8 a.m. Because I can't really do anything right now. So let's go to 8 a.m. And as soon as it's 8, I'm going to pause. Well, 7. Okay, it's cooling down. I love the UI. It actually freezes around the UI to make it seem like we're also just as cold. Alright, it's a little cold there, so I'm going to... Oh, jeez, that's not good. I need to get a workshop because our cookhouse is not working right now, so it's inoperable because it's too cold. If I look here, you can see that places are a little cold, so even though it won't hit them in the range level, I am going to hit into overdrive, which will heat a little better. See, now everything is heated a little better, which is good. I'm also going to build the final tent, and also, because people are going to get sick, I'm going to build one of these as well. So they're working in the gathering center, and we're getting 4 an hour, which is good. Oh, let's see if I can build a workshop. 15 wood and 5 steel. Okay, I'm building that next. Should be able to build that in just a second. There we go. Let's build that right here. And then I need to get a little bit of wood. So I'm going to fast forward just a tad bit. Okay, that's going to be gone before the end of the day. That'll be gone by tomorrow, probably. Okay. Boom. I'm going to build a road out to them. Okay. And then, I think, is it 25 for the medical post? Shelter promise. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Discontent is low and hope is high. I'm loving this. Okay. Okay, we're stopping real quick. Mild fraudulent. Okay, let's do something about that. I am going to have to go to radical treatment, which I prefer this over the other. So sustaining life is really good. We can't cure the gravely ill, but we can at least keep them alive. We won't risk dangerous amputations with radical treatment. After introducing this, the gravely ill will be kept alive but untreated in medical posts. So it puts people in too much... it puts them in a spot at the medical post, which is not good. Discontent will rise, but hope will rise because we're keeping people alive. The gravely ill will not be treated and remain a burden. The gravely ill will also take up beds. So, like I said, then radical treatments on the opposite end, we will do things like invasive surgery or amputations to save from frostbite. Hope will rise, and the gravely ill will be treated in medical posts. 30% of the gravely ill will be left as amputees, and discontent will rise slightly because of that. So it's good because later down the road, we can add a care house, which is a little further down where my mouse is. which can house the gravely ill, and then from the care house, you then can add prosthetics, and then prosthetics can heal people, or not heal, but give them a prosthetic so that they can go back to work. Otherwise, they have to just stay at a care house, which is not always the best. So I need to get this working and get my 5. Okay, steel wreckage has been fully depleted now. Let's go ahead and get you guys to finish working on this stuff. I'm also going to build that second medical post right here. So the inner circle is completely done. That's good. So one person's injured, sick. One person's here though. Okay. A child shelter, a note of thanks. We just want to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things will be different. Hope will rise slightly. It was the right thing to do. So that feels good. Alright, hopefully these will get done. I'm going to fast forward a little bit to the end of the day. Unfortunately, working out here in the harsh, extreme weather is a little tough. 1 second. Somewhere there is engineers. Okay, let's max you out there. And instead, put you here at the workshop. Engineers, no. We'll put 5 people there. And then, when this is done, let's add 5 more people at that medical post. And then research. Let's research heaters. You know what? Or do we go steam hubs? So, I think I'm actually going to go heaters, because there's less places that need heaters right at the moment. So we'll get heaters going. And then... So this overheating bar is slowly going to go up. And if it hits max, it'll explode. So I'll need to stop. But I only need to go through 1 more day. So hopefully, you know what? I'm going to fast forward and see how fast it goes up. It's going pretty fast. I'm gonna pause real quick and do some more work. Let's get a gathering post out here, and also out here, and then I'm gonna build a road to probably this one actually. Boom. So that'll go straight out, and then I'll also get one going straight out this way. Get one going out that way. Alright, let's fast forward the time a little bit. Unfortunately, the cookhouse can't be utilized. We have food rations for less than a day, so people might get starved, which is not good. I want this to be done so I can get those workers off of there. And I'll get people working in here. People, okay, sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we send out. We'll do what we can, I promise. So, it is almost midnight, and hopefully they'll be able to finish these before they go to sleep. I like the look of this all, and planning out how I'm going to set up the city and whatnot. Feels good. Let's add 5 people there. Also, when this is done the next day, we'll be good to go. If I look here, everybody is livable. Out here, it's a little chilly. That's why I am doing this. Okay, so hopefully the next day that'll get a little better. Let's forward it up a bit. Okay. So I think at day 6, I'm going to pause. So we'll go through this day real quick. Alright, let's speed through the day a bit. Oh boy. Turn off the overdrive. That got close. I turned it off before it reached critical mass. Whew. So it'll be a little cold today, but tomorrow it'll warm up, thank goodness. Alright, let's build the road out the rest of the way to the gathering post. Okay, oh, I can now do it. Radical treatment, sign. Now all these people should be able to go into the medical post. So we have room for 10 people, 5 at each place, I think. Or is it 10 people at each place? Let me double check. Just for curiosity. Okay, yep, 5 beds. So I have a total of 10 people that I can heal, and now that I have that going, that should help out. This is working, which is good. Also, I'm going to have to get that going shortly. So I'll need to get that heater running as soon as possible. Wood crates have now been depleted. Add 10 people there. And add another 5 there. Perfect. So, everybody is now working indoors, which is good. Is this street still under construction? There is a street there. Okay, there we go. They built it. Now they can work out here. So we're getting 4 wood an hour. We're going to have to build a sawmill soon over here once these are depleted. And that'll be something we research. So hopefully we'll get there soon. Let's forward through this day a bit. The tents are definitely not good, so we will have to eventually upgrade to bunkhouses. But I have to be smart about this. Okay, perfect. I'll play it on normal speed. Let's go to research. Heaters are now done, which is great. I think what I want to do next is I want to do beacons. Let's start with a beacon. And then once I can get that built, I'll also do hunting supplies so we can get more hunters out there. So right here, there we go. Heater on. We're now able to cook food. So I haven't done anything else, so it's just normal food, so we can make 40 an hour. This will help us out. So it's still a work day. There's 4 sick absences. Let's warm it up out there. So then if I look out here, whoopsies. If I look out here, everywhere with a heater is warming up. And these are now chilly, so low risk of getting ill, and it's not like a high risk. They're able to cook, and this is livable there, so that's good. And let's fast forward to the next day. Once it's midnight, I will call it good. I will also, real quick, build a fighting arena right here. And right here. That'll hit all the houses, and people will get to fight out their discontent, and hope will actually rise from that, which is great. So those should get built tonight, and then people can fight out there, which is good. Also, I'm going to turn off these heaters because no one is working here right now. I also can do that, and I can do, whoopsies. There we go. Fighting arena is built. Hope rose and discontent fell. Everything is still a little cold out here, but with the rising temperature, it'll be good. So I might actually go to 5 a.m. So I'll fast forward through the night just to see it heat up. Okay. Ooh, a new law can be introduced. Let's do that real quick. So we can keep more food safe. Let's get some soup going. Alright, perfect. Soup can now be served in the soup house, or the cookhouse. We're doing soup. So 5 food rations can be produced with just 2 raw food. So we can make a lot more food because we water it down. And yeah, anyways. So we'll see that go in here in a second. I do have this the coal pile out here, which I might send some people to go work it soon. So right here, it should heat up. So I'm going to fast forward just a bit to see it heat up. Here we go. The sun's rising and it is cool, or it's warming. You can see it turns to water droplets on my screen, and if I pause, it's 30 degrees Celsius still, which is still cold. But now, without the heaters on, it is chilly. Chilly, chilly, and then of course livable all here, and then chilly. So I could still turn this up to make sure that it gets even a little warmer in there. But for now, I'll keep it off. And actually, you know what? It'll be the only place that's running it. It takes 1 coal per hour. That's not the end of the world. With that, I'm going to save game. New save file. Save as YouTube series. Save. And I will see you all later.